What do you intend to do about that cleaver, Commander Komodo? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on.
You do get right to the point, Adaman.
Time wasted is lost.
Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleaver is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan, is he not?
That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl Clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats. Just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here.
Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honored nobles?
I don't believe I said that. Thought it, maybe.
You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Cleaver into such a violent frenzy.
I'd like to know that. I'd like to know that myself. This is a first as far as my clan knows, too.
I see you've arrived. This is Brad, the newest member of our Survey Corps.
Ah, I hear from Ma you earned Whiteear's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful. Just call me Adaman.
If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift?
I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Cleaver before deciding what must be done?
You'd send a stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Cleaver? Cleaver? This newcomer with no experience?
Says the leader with almost no experience.
Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear.
Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give the kid his chance. I'm Soul Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you are, how good you Galaxy folk really are with all your weird ways. Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you.
That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them.
We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only that so we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Brad. I order you to study Cleaver and help us find the truth of this situation.
I accept.
Remember that you're a stranger who appeared one day out of this very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone.
Okay. Frenzy of the Lord of the Woods. Well, that's settled. And there's no time like the present.
The Lord of the Woods, Cleaver, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've encountered yet compare to his strength. Be warned.
Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition Team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans. Understand?
Join me downstairs, Brad. We'll cover the details of this new mission.
Yes, ma'am. This is a serious mission. We got the two clans are threatening to fist fight each other. And my bosses are all worried. Ah, good. You're already here.
Professor Lavington, the briefing, if you please.
Yes, let's get right to it. So, Brad, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Cleaver's frenzied state. But as you're aware by now, Cleaver is a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleaver when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. Seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled.
I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it?
Of course.
Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the Noble Seats.
So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this Cleaver.
Brad, we need to speak with you.
Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time, by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it, you might have just been swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study Cleaver, quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Ottoman. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Cleaver situation. Oh, you must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Cleaver. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask those of the Galaxy Team, of all people, for help. The truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Cleaver. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we've all got to share Hisui. That means we ought to tackle our problems together.
But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Cleaver at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of the Heartwood. In the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon. Or Leon, I guess. Leon is a brilliant child, but also a bit... oh, well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know? He'll tell you all about his beloved Cleaver, whether you wish him to or not.
Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. He's got faith in me.
He certainly left quickly once he'd finished talking. I suppose he really values his time.
Ottoman and I weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Cleaver, you'd best start by visiting his abode.
Our New Heights camp would be a handy place for setting out toward Grand Tree Arena. And you should stop by the pastures, too. You want to choose the best Pokemon to bring.
Okay. Finding yourself unable to pick up the materials you come across? Satchel always seems full? If that sounds like you, it'd be wise to lend me your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. Just car dealership. You could carry around even more in that satchel of yours if you'll learn the trick of packing things in. I can teach you if you'd like. What do you say? Teach me. I like your initiative. My teaching fee is a neat $100. All right, sure. Perfect, then let me your ear a moment. You made space to keep one more kind of item in your satchel. And that's all there is to it. You see how much more you can fit in by packing things rightly? If you want to be able to carry even more things, there's more I could teach you. What do you say? Maybe later. There are times when a single extra item can mean the difference between life and death, you know. I'll be back. Hopefully. Alright, so can I swap Pokemon? What do you want? There's a bit of crafting. Yeah, with something? I'd be very, very grateful if you grabbed something using a special recipe I came up with. So without further ado, here's a recipe. Poke-She dolls? Special items that we can make in the village. I would love to have you craft one and show it to me. Okay. I gotta try to remember how this game works. No. Pastures house the mini Pokemon you catch. Collect them from here to change up your party. Do you have some Pokemon you'd like to leave here with me? Okay, oh, Weasel. Okay. Everything but a Wurmple. Oh, move you. There. Because Wurmple evolves pretty quick. See them all? Aw. I guess that's all of them. Okay. That's pretty cute. You can see your Pokemon in there. I wonder how to decide which ones you can see. Oh, Starly's at a higher level than I thought it was. Okay. Oh, am I getting stopped again? How are things, my good friend? I certainly hope you're putting the secret backstrike technique I taught you to good use. Either way, I have some super potions here just for you. Oh, think nothing of it. Having the Survey Corps out and about studying Pokemon is great for business, you know. Supporting you now is actually an investment in my own futures, or fortunes. Super potions. And now I must depart. There are ruins that are just calling to me.